based. Ubisoft's final boss isn't a game. It's their own greed. How long until I start selling the ending as DLC?
Yeah.
That's great right there because, I remember sitting at my computer. What game was I about to play? I think it was Far Cry.
Ubisoft had so many beautiful
And I
games
had to
back
log
the-
in.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to get set. And I was so irritated that I had to log in
Take that
and
extra step.
download
No,
their game
Their client.
client. Yeah. And like they wanted all my information, all this crap. You know, I was so disappointed by that.
I felt that way about Blizzard when they did that too.
I still use Battle.net, as you can see right there.
Oh, look at that one. Ubisoft revenues declined 31.4%.
Yeah, that's insane.
They're under a bill with a B.
Yeah, wow. 990
Firm also
million.
experienced a 51% drop in net bookings during. Wow. Man, I tell you what, they're not going to be here around for the next. They're not going to be here by the end of the year. I guarantee you, they'll be sold off, broken up, or just bankrupt. Man, there's no way.
I think they're probably somebody's probably going to dump money into them.
Well, just for the assets,
here we go.
I mean, to be honest, man, I don't want to sound like I'm sounding bad, like I'm feeling sorry for Ubisoft. Like, they did this to themselves, right? Like, they were one of the kings on the hill, and they just
Assassin's Creed was a great franchise.
Not just Assassin's Creed, but
a long time ago.
Right.
I mean, for me, the last one that I really enjoyed was Brotherhood, and that was because of the PvP, and they didn't do that in any other Assassin's Creed, and I thought that was really pretty cool. I only played, I think, 2 others past that, and I only played probably a total of about 10 hours.
I played the original one to the completion, and I played the one.
Yeah, let's see. How many is there?
There's a bunch.
I guess I can just ask.
Well, just like the reason why I say Ubisoft's in the tank, like it's been a long history of like failed games, right? It's not just this game. This game's been and there's no reason why Assassin's Creed in Japan, the whole ninja thing, like that should have been an ATM. You should have been able to print money. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason that shouldn't have been a success, and they did it to themselves.
Oh, this is chronological order. I really don't mean that.
Yeah, no.
Order.
Wow, 13
release.
games, huh?
That's a pretty big run.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay,
so I played Assassin's Creed.
Oh, dang, dude.
And then whatever was the one in Italy. Was that Brotherhood?
Okay, so I played 1, 2. Brotherhood was awesome. I did not play Revelations. I played 3. I played a little bit of Black Flag.
Okay.
And I played a little bit of Odyssey.
Gotcha.
That was it. And the last one, I think that's the last
Black Flag's is the pirate one, right? Where the
yes,
ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
speaking of pirates, that's another one of the games that they failed.
Skull and Bones. Yeah,
Skull and Bones.
Yeah, that was a
big failure.
Great job there, guys.
10 years.
Let's see what they lose
development.
on that. What did Ubisoft lose on Skull and Bones?
10 years in production, man.
Let's take a look. 650 million to 850 million over its more than 10 years of development. So almost $1 billion. No big deal.
Right. Yeah. Down the tubes.
Not too much.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
And again, this was a self error. This should have been a great game. They had Black Flag already in the tank. They already had a template that everybody loved. They just had to adapt it, and then they threw it in the trash and tried this. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think that it's probably so hard to capitalize on this style of game, where we're the live service and stuff like that, and that's kind of what they were trying to do with that, I think. And if it was in 10 years of development, it's like, I don't know, it's like by the time you finish developing a game, that trend is gone.
Let's just be like clear.
When you have a 10 years. Oh well, Star Wars Outlaws. That was epic. That was a great game.
Yeah, right.
That's a joke.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Actually, let's look at.
And let's be clear. Like, man, there shouldn't be any game that is in development for 10 years. Like, if it gets past 5, it's time just to shelve it, man, and put it in a corner somewhere because you're just pouring money into something that's not going to happen.
Okay, so current players. There we go. Okay, there's Outlaws ranked by player count on Steam.
Wow.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
So we got Lego
4,
Star Wars:
5,
The
6.
Skywalker Saga.
Lego Star Wars has more players than Outlaws.
Battlefront 2. Dude, I hated that game 30 years ago when it came out.
That game was so broken.
Jedi Survivor is pretty good.
It didn't play well.
This is actually, this right here is probably my favorite Star Wars game outside of Rogue Squadron.
The Old Republic, is that the original Old Republic or is that a remake? Because I know that game was awesome.
Old Republic's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that MMO we played for a while?
SOTOR.
SOTOR. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that was a fun game.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's now been dumped off onto another company.
Oh, gotcha.
So they no longer manage it anymore. They
that explains why it's succeeding.
Yeah, I wonder, Yeah, let's look at let's take a quick look. Okay, well, that ain't bad, right, for 7-day chart. That's not too bad. Let's look at their 6-month chart. 3-month. 6 month.
Yeah. Well, okay.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's a single player game. It's not online, right? As far as I know.
No, it's not.
So you're going to see that kind of a dip,
This doesn't seem. It doesn't seem super accurate.
What I've seen.
390. What was our peak? 20. I mean, seriously?
All right. For
that. Okay,
game.
Let's think about another game.
You want a recent one or like an older one?
Say a recent game that's
what's the
been
Monkey
popular.
King one? The Chinese Monkey King game.
Oh,
what was that?
Wukong.
Wukong, that's the one.
Black Myth Wukong. It's only a little bit more players.
It was released 6 months.
The benchmark tool is a quarter of it. So there's a quarter of the people on the benchmark tool of Black Myth.
Right.
That's insanity.
That's crazy.
Okay, so look at that. Okay, that's freaking pretty steady, dude.
That's a hallmark of a fantastic
all-time
game.
peak.
And that's what kills me, man. Because
damn.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's what kills me. Because you look at, and this is the thing. Like
2 million.
Want to support American companies, right? But there is not enough.
Chinese companies are where it's at. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, honestly, I was getting there because I can't think off the top of my head of not just American, but a Western studio that is really knocking it out of the park. Because what is it? Path of Exile's Chinese, right? What is it?
No.
Path of Exile's Tencent.
Path of Exile. Well, they're not.
They own part of it. I guarantee you.
Yeah, but it's not a Chinese developer.
It's not a Chinese developer, but the owner is Tencent.
Well, Tencent owns like everything.
Yeah. So look at
I wonder. Let's
Marvels,
see.
right? What's
Rivals.
Rivals. That's China, right? What else is out there?
Isn't that how you spell it? I don't even know how to spell it. I just spelled Tencent. Yeah, Riot Games, Epic, Supercell, Grinding Gears, Funcom. I mean, they own everybody. Blue Hole. That's
Ubisoft.
Activision Blizzard, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's like 5%, right? Where's
But let's see what's Grinding Gears. 80% ownership.
Yeah,
oh my
gosh, they're a Chinese company.
But that's their owner, right? Like
the other 20% is what, New Zealand, right?
Grinding Gears. No, it's is it New Zealand?
Yeah, it's New Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's New Zealand. Auckland. Yeah.
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 All the games that are coming.
Nothing
out,
wrong with that to me.
All the games that are coming out and are knocking it out of the park.
If they let them do what they want, I'm fine with it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like all the games that are knocking it out of the park and keeping people happy are all Chinese, and it makes me sad. That's all I gotta say.
You know what we don't see on here?
What?
I don't see. If we see Tesla 5% stake.
Yeah.
I don't see anything that I don't like. Paradox is dope. Paradox got some great games. So's Frontier. It's got a couple good games.
But you look at
But I mean, obviously, Funcom. That's Conan, right? And is it
Conan Exiles?
Yeah. Which
yeah.
I mean, it is cool. It's fun.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right. It's not too terrible.
Well, let's name off some of the American studios, right? Or Western, I should say, right? Western studios, Ubisoft, right out the get go.
Activision Blizzard, right?
Activision
BioWare.
Blizzard. Speaking of Activision Blizzard, there's some bullshit they released today too about what's it called? The shooting game they have. Why can't I think of it?
That was a couple days ago. They're doing loot boxes in Overwatch.
Yeah, man, get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah, Asmongold was talking about that.
Oh, did he?
It's funny because he was really defending them because they didn't have loot boxes, and now they've made him a liar, and it's kind of funny.
There's two things. There's two things that'll make you not want to play your game right out the box. One is DLC on launch day, and loot boxes.
Yeah, DLC.
Dude,
on launch
you have
days.
either one of those in your game, you're not getting
Kinda
my money. That's it. You're not
I wonder
getting my money.
what. Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Clip that too, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Clip it.
Seriously. What was that?
Damn chair. Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, Wilds. Yeah,
J Wilds. Monster Hunter J Wilds. Monster Hunter can't type.
you can delete it. Yeah, I just like that everybody can see all the typing mistakes.
Oh my god, dude! It's hard from this angle. Oh, I guess we're not going to really see that because it's
Steam charts. Pre-orders, would it show up on Steam charts pre-orders?
No, but I know that it's a ton. I wonder if Grok knows. I just saw I was just reading a thing about it. Monster Hunter Wilds pre-order number. See, like you don't even have to be to get people to like your game. Right. You just have to have good gameplay.
That's it.
Really, I mean,
nobody cares.
That's all that really matters.
Nobody cares. We can zoom in on the flower pot and see like the glistening of the condensation.
Yeah,
right.
Seriously.
That's like that's where people that's where game studios seem to be spending their effort. Like if you make a game that looks good, not mind blowing. If you make a game that looks good, that's runs well and is fun to play, it's going to be successful. You know.
I think I had read that it was like 2.5.
Okay.
But this is saying around a million or so.
I believe it. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't a $10 or $15 million game.
And there's a lot of hate around that game. Not a lot of hate, but there's a lot of discourse going on about how the engine that they're using is struggling now.
Oh, gotcha.
With it, and there is some problems with it for sure. But it played well. I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
What's the game I was just playing? That I showed you.
I don't remember.
The heck is it called? Oh my gosh.
Can't remember.
I can't remember either. Notorious Studios. We're going to find it right now. Something Sword and Sorcery. Legacy. That's what I was looking for. I was curious.
Legacy?
Yeah. Sword and Sorcery.
Yeah. That looked like a fun game. A couple of minutes I saw it.
Yeah,
Needs some polishing.
Steam charts not on there?
Yeah. Needs some polishing, but it looked fun.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's not on there. Okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't have for sure was able to get matches instantly, so
right.
I think that it's probably fine. It's early access, of course,
right?
And I really enjoyed it quite a bit. If nobody's checked it out.